And we're live. Welcome back to Tipsy Whiskey Shenanigans. Today, we're doing some spring cleaning. We're trying some whiskey that we haven't tried in a hot minute because, well, it's collecting dust. We're dusting off the shelves. We're getting into some whiskey we haven't had in a while. I got quite a few bottles. Right now, I got 6 lined up. That being said, I got plenty more that honestly I haven't touched in a minute. I haven't touched them in a minute. We're also, let me just verify that I'm not. Are we losing frames or dropping? No, everything looks good. Okay. We're also running a giveaway today. So today we are running the biggest giveaway I've personally done yet. So I'll be giving away a 375 of a Jack Daniel's single barrel proof, as well as a Glencairn. $5 super chats go towards that. And at the end, I'm going to run a randomizer in front of you guys, with you guys, to show you, whoever wins. I'm mostly doing that just because next week I will be taking off from the YouTube channel because I'm getting married next week. So, I'm gonna be a little busy. So, I thought it was about time that we did some sort of large giveaway, New Year celebratory. I don't know where I'm going with this, but it's about time we did a real legitimate giveaway. So that's what we're going to be running today. We got Peter White in the house. Cheers, man. Nice to see ya. Nice to see ya. Let's see here. Double checking some stuff on my end. Okay. David Bass. Bass. I always feel like I'm pronouncing that wrong, man. Please let me know if I am. Cheers and congrats on your next step in life. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Also, for those of you who have obviously been here before and all, what do you think about the slightly canted camera angle? I don't know. I'm trying out new things. E is silent. So it would be David Bass. Well, I'm horrible at pronouncing things. I apologize, but I just bass. So it'd be bass. Bays? David Bays? Bays. Okay. Boast Coffee? Yeah, that would be Boast. Yeah, Boast Coffee. Cheers, congrats. Cheers. Nice to see you. This is the first time I've ever seen you. Yeah, I love coffee. Nice. Thanks for coming in. Bays, you said it right. Okay, cool. Awesome. Okay, so without further ado, we're just gonna get right into it. This is probably gonna be a longer than average live stream since it's kind of going to be, 2 weeks worth of live streams and content and whatnot. So, God, I feel like I'm like super squat in the camera. I don't know. This new camera angle's throwing it. ADHD is kicking in. So since this is going to kind of be covering 2 weeks worth of live streaming, I decided, let's, go a little harder today. So we're probably going to run a little bit longer, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours. We're going to drink significantly more whiskey than I typically would. And it's going to be a fun time. I'm just going to dust off some old bottles, let you know my feelings about said bottles, whether or not, they became old bottles because, well, I just, haven't had them in a while and they kind of lost touch with them. Or if it's because, they suck. And I got quite a few more than the 6 I already pulled out that I haven't touched in a while. I just picked kind of the 6 that I don't remember much about because I'm trying to be, as fair as possible to said whiskey. Trying to practice using the mouse and typing left-handed because I get the carpal tunnel procedure on my right hand next week. Ooh, that's rough. I hope it goes well. Oh yeah, Nope, I can't do that. I mean, I could, but yeah, that sucks. But I hope it goes well, Peter. Let me know. Let me know how it goes. So to get right into it, we're going to kick it off with the first whiskey on this list, which is going to be Nikka Coffee Green Whiskey, a 45% Japanese whiskey from Nikka. I believe this is, oh man, it's been a while. I think it is just 100% grain whiskey. I don't know. I always thought it had something to do with coffee in it, but it has nothing to do with coffee. That's just a name. That's legitimately just the name. So that's a bit of a bummer, but haven't tried this since probably the review of it. I think we did a review, I would say around a year or so ago, and I don't think I've touched it since that night. Like it was three of us on there. We reviewed it. We drank it a little bit more that one night, and we haven't touched it since. So I don't remember. I remember. I think I just thought it was like lackluster, kind of like Irish whiskey. I don't really touch that often. Although I do drink my Irish whiskey more than I do this. But that's because this is an $80 bottle, at least in my area. Thanks, Japanese whiskey. Ooh, first whiskey of the day. It's very bright and citrusy, getting kind of like a vanilla grapefruit. A little bit of oak in there as well. Little bit of like a youthful like graininess in there, kind of like we'll call it like a dustiness almost. Yeah, I mean there's not much going on, which I think that's why I haven't touched it in so long, is solely based on the fact that it's an $80 bottle. It's an $80 bottle. And it's just okay at best. It is okay at best. Yeah, there's some nice bright citrusy notes in there. Oh dear Lord. Man, is StreamYard just behind? Because you all popped in really quick. Cheers, man. Nice to see you. Just killed the heel of a Sagamore Sherry finish. Have backups. That's one of the few I need to get. I haven't seen it in my area yet, but I know it's coming soon. Just eventually. Gotta wait for the good stuff. Just picked up Suntory World Whiskey AO. Haven't opened it yet. Suntory World Whiskey AO. I know what that is, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. I hope it's good though. So I'm going to Japan in probably like 6-7 months from now, and that's like one of my few things. I'm going there for my sister's wedding, but one of the things I want to do is tour the Suntory distillery and hopefully be able to get some Japanese whiskey not at ridiculous inflated prices. Might be possible, might not, who the heck knows. Yeah, this smells honestly like a citrusy, like Irish whiskey. Like it has a little bit more going on than the Irish whiskey, but it's not like there's really no depth to it. It's very, I guess I'll call it flat in a way. It seems like a very easy sipper. Ooh, yeah, man, that would be the first Blanton's bottle I've actually owned myself. I've had Blanton several times, but it's always from like someone else's bottle, or I borrowed a bottle to do a video. Yeah, there's a nice vanilla fruity note. There is this weird like Borderline metallic-y note, though, for me. Yeah, it gets a little metallic-y about mid-palate that I don't really love. It's not bad. It's just also not a flavor profile I would personally go after. Yeah, I'm not digging that. I'm not digging that. It's not, again, not bad, but I would expect a little bit better for an $80 bottle, regardless if it's from, Japan or Thailand or Bangladesh. I don't care where it's from. If I'm spending $80 on a bottle of whiskey, I want it to be better. I mean, the Glenallachie 12, and I think Scotch is a little bit overpriced personally, but the Glenallachie 12 is probably like my favorite sherry finish Scotch that's like available, and that's like $80, and that stomps the Nika coffee grain. Nika Coffee. It's Coffey grain whiskey without an E, which is, I'm uncomfortable seeing that. Not uncomfortable, but you just don't see it often. So up next, so we got 2 bourbons, a rye, and an American single malt. And again, there's so many more. Like, honestly, my entire peated Scotch shelf, haven't touched it in forever. Glenallachie. Peter, man, I mean well, but I'm not good at this. I'm not good. I'm not good at pronouncing things, and I probably never will be. And honestly, I guess it's also partially, it's entirely on me, but it's partially because I just don't care enough to actually get good, because I'm perfectly happy with just being the dumb American who can't pronounce anything properly. Totally comfortable being in that role. Totally fine with that. So, yeah, this who I am. This who I am. Nika straight from the barrel, almost grabbed so many times. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I would even like this at barrel proof though. I mean, if I got this at barrel proof for $80, I'd be so happy. I would maybe I guess there's only one way to find out. I guess I need to buy it and try it, but there's this like very youthfully note on this that I'm not a huge fan of personally. I'm just not entirely digging it. I don't hate it per se, but I also just do not really love it. I don't really love it. Okay, I need to do something. Unless if, does that look on camera? I'm overthinking things, guys. That's fine. I don't know. I'm overthinking things. I got a TV in front of me, and I really need to work on like the color balance on it, because I hook it up and it's really hard to like see the colors properly, because I just look super red in everything, and it's hard. And I'm a perfectionist, so I overthink it all. But let's get into some more whiskey, because today we're drinking. Also, if you're just showing up, we're doing a giveaway. $5 super chats gets you into $375 of Jack Daniel's single barrel proof and a Glencairn from me that will be hand delivered wherever you currently are located. Hand delivered. Except for, I think, Peter, you're in not the United States, so that'd be a little difficult, buddy. Not my jam. Still sitting on a bottle from so long ago. It was 48 when I bought it. Oh, that's straight from the barrel. Oh, and you don't even like it at 50? Stephen the Red. What is it? There was a famous Viking named like the Red or something. Right? I don't know. History Channel, but not History Channel because History Channel's garbage. But next bottle, I haven't touched in a hot minute. Like, Peter always gets shafted. Yeah, that's very true. Well, it's just it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So next bottle is going to be the 3-chord. Eric the Red is the father. Yeah, and he was some sort of like huge barbarian dude who like killed a bunch of people and then went to like Greenway. I mean, he was a Viking. You know, what did we expect? But yeah, something like that. But so next one we got is going to be the 3-chords Strange Collaboration batch. So this was a bottle I bought early 2022. I think probably, early 2022. And I absolutely really loved it when I first bought it. And then I didn't touch it again for like a long time. I haven't touched it in probably, again, about a year. Not sure why. I think I just gravitated away from it, but we're going to try it today. Give it a little dust off and figure out why haven't we had it in a while. It is a 49.5% ABV, 99 proof. I believe this is Pinot Noir finished 3-chord whiskey. And I know distilled in Kentucky, perfectly tuned in Michigan. So I know they source from Kentucky. That's probably what, Bardstown? So yeah, take that as you will. So it's probably Bardstown bourbon that's been finished in some Pinot Noir barrels. And I think I bought it for around $50 or so last year. By the way, cheers, Sugar Kitty. Yeah, Peter, I'm there with you. You saw me. I tried with the mouse for a little bit. That was difficult. Killed me a little bit. Cheers, 4-Leaf. Nice to see you. Bet you're excited for next week. Next week is like your week. It's your week. I was planning on doing some sort of like Irish whiskey thing. I was going to go out and buy some more Irish whiskey. But then, I realized that I'm also, getting married. So, it's not going to happen next week because I don't have time to live stream with you guys. I will be dropping videos still. I just don't have time to actually get on here and talk in front of a camera. 9 days till St. Patrick's Day. 4-Leaf, what would be... So I'm still going to be drinking on St. Patrick's Day. I'm just going to be busy doing like wedding entertaining and entertaining family and all that jazz. So what is an Irish whiskey that is slightly celebratory, not ridiculously expensive because, weddings are also expensive. Not ridiculously expensive. An Irish whiskey that's kind of celebratory, but not ridiculously expensive to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. Well, you're also doing a rehearsal dinner. What would be your suggestion? I know that's a lot of things, but Stacy, you gotta help me out here because I got to celebrate it. Ooh, I don't know why I haven't touched this in a while. This is nothing but red fruits. Yes, Jeff. $4.99 qualifies. Yeah, I know that's some sort of Apple thing or whatever. Which, yeah, by the way, thanks for the segue. Again, we're doing a giveaway. We're at 20 minutes now. We're doing a giveaway for Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Proof 375 bottle and a Glencairn. Any $5 super chat or $4.99. I'm not going to penny pinch. Super chat will get you entered. Obviously, consecutive ones. So like 10's going to be worth 2. We're going to do a randomizer at the end and get that all squared away, which now reminds me I need to start taking notes. Okay, cool. There we go. Yellow spot. Okay. I mean, I might be able to get my hands on some yellow spot. I know it's around like $100 or so. Redbreast 12, Dunville 10-year, Powers, John Lane. Yeah, so I got a Redbreast 12. I was thinking of bringing that. Bushmills 12 is good too. Okay. I'll have to look into those. Sugar Kitty, 3 quart is blended whiskey, Kentucky, Indiana, and Tennessee. So this specific bottle on the back just says distilled in Kentucky. So I think this is just Kentucky juice, or at least I would assume. At least my understanding of the legalities and whatnot, it has to say where it's been distilled in, and it says distilled in Kentucky, but it doesn't say anything about any other thing. Because yeah, I thought it was that case where it was Kentucky, Indiana, and Tennessee, because that's where a lot of the big producers source from, those 3 states. Yeah, probably under $80 or so. I like Bushmill Standard. Mike like it. Mike and Ike's. Redbreast cash strength is good if it's B1, 21, or 22. Oh, do they batch their stuff like Elijah Craig and whatnot does? That would make sense. I don't know why I didn't think. I was like, oh, hey, Irish people don't do this either. 4-leaf. That has to be expensive, girl. Like, ordering from Ireland straight, because that has to go through import. Redbreast cash strength does, yes. Okay, cool. Yeah, I like this. This is sweet with a little bit of oak and a ton of red fruits. A little drying, but has a nice like rice spice sweetness, and then dark red fruits, like very winey, grapey type notes. Ooh, I like it. The only thing I dislike on it is the slightly dry note, but that kind of comes with the territory of cab finish stuff. At least that's what I've experienced. A lot of the cab stuff I've had tends to be a little on the drying side. Wait, let me read that. It has to say a state if it's not the state where the company is located. I believe they're in Michigan, so then just Kentucky should only mean the one of their 3 components. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. So it says on the back, distilled in Kentucky, fine tuned, which in my mind means maturated or blended in Michigan. Or yeah, Michigan. Let me read this SOB again. Yeah, Michigan. Oh no, for $49.99, I don't dislike it. I don't love it either. Like I have better for that price point, but it's pretty solid. It's pretty solid. Like I can't complain. Outside of the slightly drying note, everything is nice and enjoyable. But because of that slightly drying note, I don't know if that's something I would ever personally gravitate towards, due to the nature that, I prefer things to, not be drying when I'm just doing my daily drinking or whatever. Because not gonna lie, I don't really use Glencairns outside of filming content or like getting nerdy about whiskey. I mean, sometimes I do from time to time, but even if I'm drinking out of Glencairn, I usually don't get super nerdy in it. I don't really smell things. I just like to drink when I'm at home drinking. Oh man, my nose is running. It was 119 on the new Green Spot Quails Gate for the new. Okay. Well, I get it, 4-leaf. You got to get the things you love. Jeff G with the super chat, first super chat of the night, first entry to the freaking giveaway. Let's go. Just got into appreciating bourbon. I've never understood or tasted the difference. It's opened up a new world of taste and smell. Yeah. I feel like when you get here, let me write down your name for the giveaway. Jeff G. one entry. Boom. There we go. Yep. And I got a Bluetooth keyboard now. We're living the fancy life, buddy. Let's go. What is the proof on the 3-quart? It is 99 proof, 72 in AZ. Time to get some summer pours ready. Yeah, we jumped right through spring pretty much, and we're getting straight into summer. But I'm excited for it. I kind of preferred like the summer pours because summer pours are always cheaper because they're lower proof. It's my time to save money. I drink way too much Buffalo Trace. Way too much Buffalo Trace. But I love it. I love it. That or cash shrink stuff on ice. Like high proof stuff on ice. There's a pick of 3-quart locally that's been around for 5 years, not sold all the bottles. It's called Fozie's Blend. It has a tater sticker or Fonzie that looks like Goosebumps. Ah, man, sometimes those bottles just make me want to buy the bottles just because of the tater sticker. Like I'm just a sucker for that stuff sometimes. For your Irish whiskey fund. Cheers, 4Leaf. Thank you for super chatting. And I'll get you 4 entries into that giveaway. 4Leaf. 4. Awesome. Eric, so currently I'm running a giveaway for we'll just call it a package of 375 milliliters, so a little mini one just like this bottle of, or a half size bottle of Jack Daniel's single barrel proof. The proof is somewhere around like 130, 132 or something of that nature, and a Glencairn with my personal logo just like this, but obviously one that's not, super used. By the way, I will be right back. Bear with me. All right, can y'all hear me? Also, how bad is that background noise? How bad is it? It wasn't a nature's call, JC. It was the camera's overheating because, like Hangin said, we're both from Arizona. It jumped up in heat here, and the studio's starting to get warm, and the camera overheats. I filmed some videos before this. The camera wasn't ready to live stream all night, unfortunately. It just is what it is. Need some B-Trace, some Larceny, some Bushmills. Yeah, maybe not Larceny. I'm not about that. Oh, that's dope. I bet that's one of the, like, a really good looking sticker. Which again, let me know how bad. Just sounds like a fan running. Yeah, it's not bad at all. Okay, cool. I'll tone it down once so on the A64s, on the little screen, there's like this little temperature dot that comes up when it's about to overheat. And it's not really doing anything, so I don't know why it's fixing to overheat. Maybe my light's too close. Dissipate some heat that way, maybe? Who the heck knows? Gonna get that going that way. But yeah, just trying to avoid it, the screen going black and me. I don't know what I would do at that point. But yeah, that sounds like a dope sticker. Sorry. No, it's okay. Not a problem. I don't hear anything. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I'll tone it, or I'll shut it down once it gets out of the, we'll call it the danger zone. The danger zone. I've been watching too much Archer recently. Need to add a Glenmo 10. Oh, to the summer. I would love the 12. The 12, that sherry one, that would be a great summer edition. I'm just a sucker for sherry finished scotch, though. All other scotch I'm not about, but the sherry finished ones, man, really freaking good. It's not bad at all. Okay, awesome. Well, thank you guys. Run amok, done in Goosebumps. That's awesome. I love that whole Pillsbury Doughboy thing from the. It's not the Goosebumps. It's the one I'm thinking of. Although Goosebumps is kind of the same. The Ghostbusters, like the really big one, or he was a Pillsbury Doughboy, right? It's been a long time since I've seen that movie. I binged those 1 through 7. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of them. I'm not a huge fan of the seasons where it goes off of the core gang and then they change different personalities or different character roles when like the coma season or whatever, or seasons. Not a huge fan of those, but I do love every other season. It's just, man, that's just perfect. What a great TV show. I think they raised the price of Glenmo 10. Kroger had it for 40 on sale. Seems high. For a grocery store, that seems kind of on par. Maybe a little bit too much, but I don't know. I used to be able to get it for like 32, but nowadays everything is getting kind of ridiculous. If you want sherry finish right now, you must get the Bunnahabhain 12 cash strength. I thought Bunnahabhain or whatever you call it. I thought it was Isla. Like I thought it had some peat in it. Am I wrong? The Burt Reynolds episode of Archer was awesome. Yeah, you can't beat that one. That was actually the Stay Puffy. Oh, okay. They look so similar. 1 through 7. Okay, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true. That way, when they fired at it, the Ghostbusters streams were making s'mores. Oh, man, I feel like it's been forever since I've watched Ghostbusters. Buna is Isla but not peated. Okay, okay. How are you doing, camera? You doing okay? You still kind of warm? Well, you'll be like that. Okay. Well, we'll just hope the camera does not overheat. And man, so far, Nika, I understand why it's been collecting dust. This bottle ain't it, Chief. It's not very good. It really I'm just not feeling it. It's young, it's very bright, has a slightly metallic-y side of it. I don't really enjoy that bottle, especially for the $80 I bought it for. Not gonna happen. I mean, so all these other bottles are cheaper than that, including this bottle that I've been drinking the last few weeks. That's why I decided to get another one of it and do it as a giveaway, just because I've been enjoying the heck out of those Jack Daniel's single barrel proofs, especially the 375s, because you can get the different proofs super easier and they're relatively the same price as like a full bottle in theory. But especially like compared to that, because one full bottle is about the price of this Nika. I'd rather have that 1,000 times over. This 3 chords, it's decent. Not the best whiskey I've had, but it's also not bad. It's just a little on the drying side that I don't totally love. I think Bunnahabhain, okay, not peated. Well, maybe I'll have to get that. Hanging, you just gotta stop going to Kroger for whiskey. I don't know. I feel like every time I go to Kroger for whiskey, I'm always disappointed. We'll go up. Ooh, hiccups. We'll go up in proof. Instead of style or type, we're going to go up on entirely proof. And the next one for me, a bottle that's been collecting so much dust, because honestly, I bought this bottle, we'll say 2020. Yeah, like probably what it's 2023. So probably 2 3/4, almost 3 years ago, I bought Pikesville straight rye whiskey because I was trying to get into rye whiskey. So I bought Pikesville, and this is as much as I've drank in about 2 3/4, 3 years now of a bottle. So you could say this is the definition of spring cleaning. What bottle has been collecting dust? Pikesville. I remember not really caring for it. Today we're going to get into it. This is I believe this is Heaven Hill. Heaven Hill. So this is 110 proof Heaven Hill rye. A lot of people love this bottle. I don't remember having the same experience, but we're going to get into it today. Kind of figure out, smell it, nose it, taste it. Internal temp. Oh, come on, man. This might be the shortest live stream I've ever done because the camera just died because it's too hot. What if here we're gonna slink over here. There we go. No, we're gonna, please don't, buddy. You're gonna ruin something. Okay. Hopefully that fixed it. I literally have the fan pointed directly at the camera in a very not, I don't want to say not safe, but not, fantastic. Well, we're back. So for, I guess, we'll do like kind of a behind the scenes thing to kind of explain. So Arizona, even with the AC running in here, this camera has about like an hour and a half staying on time. At some point, just it doesn't cycle heat very well. So if you have a stagnant room with no air going in, which we currently don't have the AC on because it's only like 70 outside. So really no reason to put the AC on. But with all this equipment in here and all that jazz, we're back to the time of it overheating, and I filmed some stuff before this, so we're just kind of a nightmare. But thank you guys for bearing with me on this whole journey. This is going to be a longer live stream as long as this camera doesn't die again. So, it should be a fun journey. And I'm excited to get into some more whiskey. So starting off with Pikesville, Heaven Hill. I like it a lot, but it's for bourbon drinkers, not a heavy rye. Yep. Does Arizona have the same power grid as Texas? No, it's just the camera. Steven was shooting OnlyFans. Yeah. No, I was shooting the last two or the two upcoming videos. Because again, I'm getting married, so I gotta kind of try to dump out some. The next like 4 videos are gonna be kind of all made in the next we'll say week from now, because then I'm not gonna have time to do anything. So I'm a huge fan of, or I'm a huge rye fan, and Pikesville doesn't do it for me. Okay, awesome. Well, good to know, because I love rye. I love Sagamore Spirits. I love High West. I love Redwood Empire. I really like the rare breed stuff. I like the Old Forester rye. I'm even not against the Whistle Pigs. I kind of like the Whistle Pigs. I like the Willet rye, like the 4-year-old cash strength ryes. I really like those. I've never remembered loving this Pikesville, but we're going to give it a try. Haven't touched it in about a year and a half. we'll see. Today isn't my jam, as long as my camera stays on, which I feel like it totally should. We got the fan pointed like directly at it. So, in theory, at least, gotta maybe refocus said camera though. 100 proof rye is $22.99. Yeah. It's such a good rye. I'm a huge fan of that one. But let's get into this. Let me clear my palate first. I do get a lingering finish of cacao from Pikesville, and I don't hate that. Yeah, Old Forester rye, it's in its own kind of category or theme of rye whiskey, but that's what I kind of dig about it, is it colors outside the stereotypical lines of rye, because we always see barely legal ryes, which are like the ryes for like the, your newer type bourbon or newer type rye drinkers, or like I'm trying to give rye a try, and that's kind of what this Pikesville is. Or there's the MGP 95 or 99 or 100% rye, like this is spice, baby. And Old Foresters is kind of like somewhere in between. It's been a really long time since I've had that, so I might pull that one out too, because that one's a little bit on the harder side to find in my areas. For some reason, I can find any of their bourbon products any day of the week, but the rye always falls off the shelves. I think because it's such a good rye for a really solid price. So, and I know I totally skipped past the nose, but what's done is done. The first initial kick of it, I really like. It's peppery, sweet, and then it turns into this like hay funk note that I do not like sour hay. Yeah, that's true. I mean, there's been a time where I've bought 4 of those bottles at one time. Like I went in and I bought the whole shelf, and I hardly ever do that, mostly because the bottles I want to do that for are usually like $50 to $100 or so, because a lot of like the $20 or $30 bottles, I'm like, yeah, it'll always be there. And if it's not, there's probably a comparable one there. So I usually don't do that, but man, I bought a whole shelf of that one. Need an Old Forester rye single barrel. Yeah, I want one of the barrel proof ryes. Yeah, it has this like sour characteristic to it. Man, I do not like that. Like it's this bright green, soury thing. It's like kind of sour and vegetal all at the same time. It's not hay, but it's like green grass almost. It's grassy. Rittenhouse single barrel bib and some Dad's Hat. I really like the Dad's Hat rye. Dad's Hat rye is pretty solid. It's been a while since I've had them, but I really enjoy those. Benchmark foolproof in the butterscotch bomb, hands down. Nah. You know I don't love the Benchmark foolproof though. I think the Benchmark foolproof, it's overhyped, it's young, it's youthful, and it's just like if it wasn't from Buffalo Trace, say it's the same whiskey, but it doesn't have the lineage of being made from Buffalo Trace, I bet no one takes a second look at that bottle. I honestly think it's all in people's heads, because I don't even relatively like that at all. Where are we? There we go. Old Forester, 100 proof rye, which I'll just drink it out of the bottle. F it. Rittenhouse picks are very rare today. Young. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what we're referring to young, but I'm going to assume it's benchmark because, yeah, it's garbage. It's young garbage. Ooh, I never noticed, like, I don't remembering this as super malty. And maybe it's just now because I'm I've gotten really into American single malts. But there's some nice, like, chocolate maltiness to it. But also that, like, bananas. Oh, man. It's chocolate bananas. Rittenhouse makes a... Where am I? Top says Dead Hat's bib bottle, like $75, but I want it. I think that's overpriced. I could be wrong, but I think it's overpriced. I also don't own any Dad's Hat stuff. I've bought some Dad's Hat stuff, or I don't own some. I've had some samples. I've never bought anything. I don't know what I'm saying. Freaking today, man. Today, of all the days. I've had some samples of Dad's Hat stuff. I've never bought some personally, but I think they're really good. I don't know if I would pay $70 for 100 proof rye, though. Because you can buy Sagamore Spirits cash strength for $70 too. Like $65, $70. And it's so freaking good. Rare breed rye is $49.99 in our area. Like, there's just so much good stuff. Or might be in your head. That's true. It could be me. I'm just a man with opinions, so I'm gonna share my opinions. More malt than corn. Yeah. Vegetal. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It has this vegetal or like green. It's green. It's a green flavor. It tastes greeny. Ooh. Yeah, it's malty. Has that nice banana, nice peppery spice. Man, again, there's some solid dust on this cap. I bet you can't see it in the camera angle, but where I wiped it off just to pull the top off, some solid dust I just scraped off of there. Man, I need to start drinking that more often. I'm really close to giving single malts a chance with how much you like them. Yeah, I mean, I guess I say I'm still a bourbon drinker at heart. Because if we're going to be honest, I gravitate towards bourbon. I buy more bourbon than anything else. I mean, heck, for the giveaway, I was like, what do I want to do? I gravitated towards a Tennessee whiskey, which by all accounts is basically a bourbon. It's a bourbon with extra steps, in my opinion. So I'm a bourbon guy. But if I'm going outside of bourbon, especially if it's like colder outside and you're looking for something a little bit darker, American single malts are my second favorite. Man, oh man. They have a 95 proof for like 60. Yeah. I don't know, Hanging. You should do that and then give me a sample of it so then I can decide if that's worth it. I mean, I probably still won't buy it because I'm trying to save money, but who knows? And I got to buy some Irish whiskey now. Got to buy some Irish whiskey. It's a greeny pet treat. Yeah, I mean, that's as good as being a pet treat, in my opinion. I have no ambitions of drinking that again. And that's why this is probably one of the older bottles in my collection. And it is still just right there. Is it worth it, Sugar Kitty? Thank you, Independent Joe. If you guys haven't done so already, please do me a favor and go subscribe to Independent Joe. He's freaking killing it out there. Not very good distribution here, Las Vegas. Okay, awesome. So yeah, Pikesville belongs in the trash in my opinion. I'm not a huge fan of this rye. It's not horrible, so maybe not the trash, but it's just it's vegetal to me. It's green, it's grassy, it's vegetal. I'm not really vibing with that flavor profile. So we'll get into the next one, which is either 65% ABV or what is this? 59.9. So we'll get into this one. Which, by the way, before we get into this, again, I'm going to do a shameless plug. It's not worth $55. Okay, cool. Good to know about the Dad's Hat rye. Although I've seen those bottles around, I've never. Okay, I like the Dad's Hat stuff. I've just, again, never bought the bottles myself. So before we get into this next bottle, again, we are running a giveaway tonight. I am doing a giveaway for a Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Barrel Proof 375 and a Glencairn packaged together. Just one giveaway. To whoever wins will be running at the end. Any $5 super chat gets you one entry. And I remember off the top of my head, I think it's like 133 or something, 130, 132. It's in the 130s, low 130s for the 375, if that interests you at all as well. Whiskey Uncensored. Cheers. Nice to see ya. Whiskey Uncensored. Are you a channel? Because it totally sounds like you're a channel. If you are, let me know, because I can have some mods drop your link in chat. And if I'm not subscribed, I'll go subscribe as well. To be honest, I just moved on from Pikesville after killing 4 or 5 bottles. Okay, well, I mean, a lot of people love it. I think I'm the anomaly here on the Pikesville front. Like, I'm not saying I'm in the right here. I'm just saying it's not my vibe. Oh, okay. Pikesville. Got it. Pennsylvania rye is a style a bit different. Yeah, it seemed darker. I'm a shit show. That's fair. I mean, I'm pretty much there as well. Up to you if you call it a channel. Bourbon. Whiskey. Wait. Did you rename? Am I not tracking something? That's Benny Bourbon. Oh man, I never have time to show up in anyone's chats anymore. Can you drop your link in chat so I can make sure I'm subscribed to you? Also, one of the mods drop link in chat so other people can subscribe. Thank you guys. Appreciate you guys. Sorry, Bourbon. Like you said, I'm a shit show. And I'm going to do my best to not get demonetized this week because last week was my second live stream to get demonetized, and oh no, I don't like being demonetized. Oh, we're gonna move that a little bit. Put me in for the entry. Got it, coach. Me and T-N B-N-T Joe. Joe, your name, I always struggle whenever I'm trying to spell it out or anything. It's always like a fight for my life. Let me see something. Sorry, guys. I am distracting my own self. Oh, wrong thing. Yeah, that's fair. Welcome to today. Yeah. Yes, YouTube wouldn't allow people to search bourbon. That makes sense. I mean, YouTube's rules and regulations are wildly crazy. Like I'm glad we're just in the whiskey realm because me personally, I am a firearms guy myself. I mean, I'm a drill sergeant in the Army. You know, I like firearms. I'm a bit of a, gun nerd or whatever. I don't have too many anymore nowadays, or pew pew nerd. And obviously this channel is completely unrelated and has nothing to do with that. You know, you're entitled to your own opinion. So if we differ in views or whatever, totally cool. We're here to talk about whiskey. But like, I'm so glad, because I watch some people who do that, and I'm just glad I don't have to deal with like all the rules and regulations outlining that stuff, because that gets crazy. That gets super crazy. But yeah, YouTube is, I mean, we're like one political opinion viewer change away from them making all of our stuff blacklisted or whatever, and demonetized. I'll try to jack it demonetized. Heck yeah. Oh, did someone drop your link here? Let me. Dependent Joe. There we go. Let me just make sure I'm subscribed. I feel like I totally am. Yeah, I've been subscribed for like a hot minute. Again, I'm just sorry, guys. I've been out for a while. Okay, so I got Joe. Like you said, Bourbon. It's kind of a shit show. Whiskey. Spencered. I'm spelling this so wrong. 1 entry. BC Horn. 4 entries. My man. My man. Horn. 4 entries. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Just put iJoe. Yeah, that's true. I don't have enough subs for demonetization, but I do get copyright strikes. I mean, you can do that now, I think. Right? I mean, again, YouTube's crazy. Like, I mean, I guess in a way they let us do this and have this experience. So we're in their world. They're allowed to tell us what we can and cannot do. Bruno, get out before you ruin something. I got so many wires and fans and stuff running around here. I do not need you destroying things. Okay, I love you, buddy. But yeah, we're in their world, so they're allowed to tell us what we can and cannot do, but it's wild. JC Horn, thank you for your support, man. Appreciate it. And, thank all of you other, warriors out there, men and women serving. My brother sold all my pew-pews in the 80s when I went to Alberta. I mean, you couldn't have brought them into Canada anyways. What are you worried about, Peter? You guys aren't allowed to have that stuff. Probably, right? I think. I mean, that's a blanket canvas. It's probably limited. Melissa Rivers, cheers. Greetings. Nice to see you. All right, let's get into the next whiskey. So the next whiskey we are trying is going to be the Pinhook High Proof Bourbon, crop 2021. This is 119.9 proof, unfiltered. It is, I know, so Castle and Key distills their stuff. And this was the first bottle Alec bought for the channel, because we had a competition going when I think we were doing, it was either Advent Calendar 2021. I want to say this was Advent Calendar 2021, or if it was one of our like blending competition series. But when Alec was able to be more, involved in the channel and whatnot, he'll come on from time to time, but obviously it's mostly just me at this point. But when he was more involved in the channel, we ran some competitions here or there, and we always bet like, oh, you'll buy a bottle for the channel. This is the first bottle he bought on one of the competitions he lost, and I haven't tried it in a minute, mostly because it is a channel bottle, so I don't like killing it without him involved because I mean I got so much other whiskey I bought. I just kind of feel bad. That's like a bottle for us to drink communitively. But it's been a while. Canada has the fifth most pew pews per person in the world. Yeah, I mean, I also my thought process of pew pews is based off of the United States, which is, you know, I feel like there's 5 times pew pews per every like one person in most places. At least like in like Texas and Arizona, maybe not California, but then be a lot of them. I mean, I personally have quite a bit. Ooh, that is a lot of high proof that I just shoved my nose in and just smelled without opening up my mouth. That hit me a little bit. This is very youthy as well, but not youthy in a bad way. It's cereally. Like there's some cinnamon, a little apple. I remember in my review of this, I said it was like a cinnamon Apple Jacks, which again, it's been so long, so I don't know how I remember that, but I'm totally getting that still. Which nowadays, I think when I think cereal, I think youthfulness, which makes sense. I mean, this is 120, more or less 120 proof young bourbon that I think was like $50 at the time of purchasing. So not a super expensive bottle, but that cinnamon apple cereal note is just so heavy in there. I mean, I'm for the $50 it is, you can't beat this. This is good. Ooh, the palate gets a little bit more nuttier. The nose, much better. Nose is much better. Palate, nutty, cinnamon, red apples, and then this like youthful, corny funk towards the end. Nose, much better. Palate, still pretty good. For $49.99 for 120 proof bourbon. It's robust. It's strong. I put this along the same lines of the Three Chords. It's not a perfect bourbon. It's not a phenomenal bourbon by any means. That being said, it's not a bad pour either. It's a passable pour to me. Like if I was at a bar and they had this, I wouldn't love that I bought the pour, but I wouldn't hate it either. And if I brought this home for $49.99 today, I would be like, it's okay. Like it's not a bad whiskey that I hate to drink and I'm drain pouring, but it's not a whiskey that I'm gonna want to keep on my shelves. I honest to God think the only reason that bottle's still here, outside of maybe the fact that it looks pretty cool. I mean, I like the pink wax and the label and stuff, but outside of that, it's the fact that, it's a channel bottle. So, I'm at this point I am within my rights to totally kill it and drink it myself, but I don't know. I want to save it. I want to save it for the channel. It's not even worth saving for anything, but it's an okay bottle. One of the pups he sold was pew pews. I don't know why I read pups. My dad bought me from the store for 35 when I was 14. That kind of sucks because that's a pretty cool pew pew. That's I'm a sucker for anything like World War II, though. World War II era stuff is pretty dope. Like even like German stuff. It's pretty cool. Except for like the Nazi uniforms and stuff. I mean, they look sleek, but like I am within my rights to kill anything I decide to. Yeah. I mean, I'm within my rights to kill it because, he hasn't shown up for a while. You can say it's a tax of, all that jazz. I get an OD cereal note from Weeders, primarily Wellers. This isn't a Weeder though. This is, and I know the mash bills on the website. I know this is a Ride bourbon. I think the youthful cereal note is the just the or the cereally note on it is the youthfulness of it. I think the cinnamon comes from the rye, and then the apples comes from kind of, I guess, corn in theory. I don't know. Oat cereal. Oat cereal. Hanging, have you ever had oat whiskey? I have an oat whiskey that I just recently got that's kind of fun. That, if you come by, you could try some. Within my rights to kill. All right, guys. So we are at a little over an hour now. We still got some more stuff to get into, but again, I did want to mention, again, we are running a giveaway. So currently we only have, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7 entries at the moment. So if you enter now, you still do have a pretty decent chance of potentially winning said giveaway. So we are doing any $5 super chat gets you 1 entry, and that is for a 375 of Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Barrel Proof, as well as one of my Glencairns, which will be hand delivered to you at a soon later-ish date, but hand delivered, you know them rules. Apple, very prominent in Scotch, so more likely from barley. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, you're never supposed to ND. You never ND. Koval made an oat whiskey that was horrible. Really? High West also did oats almost as bad as... Huh. It's a oat whiskey from the local craft distillery. So it's local craft that I really like. It was also done in a 15-gallon cask. So the age impact, especially with it being in Arizona, it's like a 2.5-year-old oat whiskey in a 15-gallon cask. So that, like, it took on the oak pretty hard, and it's pretty awesome. It's so far, I think it's probably one of my favorites of their releases as of yet. So it wasn't bad. I might have to try. What's the High West one? Is it the High Country or Mountain Plains or whatever? Or is that an American? I thought that was an American single malt. Am I wrong? Let me know. So up next, a bottle that I have barely gotten into. 77 whiskey, Breckenridge Distillery. This is a 7-year-old American single malt from Brooklyn, New York that I bought probably about a year ago. Drink this much of it and have not touched it at all since. I mean, look at this. Yeah, so I drank the neck pour and then I haven't touched it. This is distilled and bottled by them. Okay, cool. So it is actually their stuff. I don't remember why I didn't love it, but something about it just didn't tickle my fancy. So I just kind of, I don't know. I haven't really had it in a while. 7-year-old American single malt finished in bourbon casks. So it's ex-bourbon casks. It's 65% ABV. 7 years old, which is, for American single malts, it's not a short time. It is very floral, though. Maybe that's why I didn't like it. It has that bright malty notes. It reminds me of we just recently did a review of their stuff on a live stream. They sent me samples. They're the Seattle company. It's not Westland. It's Copperworks or something. It reminds me of their stuff. It's bright and citrusy, but also has this floral note. So it's a little bit more complex than that stuff was, but also it's 7 years old, so you would expect it to be a little bit more complex. But yeah, it has that citrusy, it has that like floral side, has some nice oak in there. High West High Country is the American single malts. Their oat was called High West Silver. I think it's only lasted one distilling. Don't ask. Okay. I've never even heard of that. Huh. Was it really that bad? Like, really that bad? Hmm. Maybe I'll have to try some more oat whiskey. Ooh. Oh, hello. That's wonderful. Why haven't I had this in a while? What the heck? Okay. So we found one that I like. I like that. That's really good. Has some nice brown sugar, citrusy side, a little bit of malt, but it's not like Westward or something where it's like super malty. It is has this slight nice like bright. It's usually a lot of the American single malts I have get dark and malty, and I think that's what I like about them. This one, it's more in the realm of kind of like it feels like if you blended a scotch with a bourbon, but like in a good way, or maybe you blended a bourbon with I don't know where I'm going with this. I like that though. Yeah, it's bright floral, and then it becomes this like aromatic citrusy, and then it becomes this very malty vanilla sweetness. It's a very evolutionary complex whiskey. I like that. I like that one a lot. I like that. Huh. That's I don't know. Maybe it's just been sitting on the shelves because it was like $100. Because that's what or I think I spent like 80 on it. Either which way, it was an expensive bottle, and it's not my stereotypical American single malt. It's way more in the vein of a scotch, because I think the thing I love about American single malts is they're super malty typically, or if they're Southwest aged, then they got some funk to them. I like that though. That's a good bottle. Not a fan of anything Hudson. Is this made from the same creators of Hudson? Because I like this stuff. I might like Hudson. I believe someone's sending me some samples of them in the near future. I believe Frey Ranch made or uses oats as well for distillery release only. Huh. I like some. I've had one sample from Frey Ranch and I really enjoyed that stuff as well. Taconic, Hill Rock, Finger Lakes are the places to look. Stay away from Copperstown. Yeah, I have a Taconic bottle. I have the um just their normal bourbon. It's their 90 proof bourbon. I enjoy it. It's been another one that I just haven't had in a minute, but they sent me that bottle and I enjoy it. It's a solid, easy sipping 90 proof bourbon. Not much else to say about it. Hill Rock. I've heard a lot of good things about Hill Rocks. I've never had. any of that stuff. Where's this stuff? So this is from Brooklyn. Widow Jane, Kings County. So Sugar Kid, are you saying stay away from Widow Jane and Kings County? I've heard Kings County was good. They have that like really cool bottle. I mean, I don't really buy on looks alone or whatever, but you know, I this isn't my favorite American single malt, but I'm not against this bottle either. I mean, it's again not phenomenal, but I think I got it for like $80, and I think that's the reason I bought it just on a whim, because it was an $80 high proof American single malt, because usually they're around 100 to 110 in my area, so it seemed like a good value. Yeah, I need to try their rye, and I want to try some of their higher proof stuff. I just have yet to be able to get into those. Mackenzie rye whiskey, Finger Lakes. New York is okay. Okay. I'm a sucker for a sexy bottle. Is this what you would consider a sexy bottle? Because I don't know. It seems like it's too much. But there's a little bit too much going on. I think the sexiest bottle is probably the Three Chords. Like out of the ones I pulled out today, this, I don't know, there's something about like the dark, mysterious, and the gold, and kind of like the embossing, or this bottle, because I'm just a sucker for kind of the color scheme. Widow Jane is sourced in Kings County. Isn't in Kings County? Isn't both are pretty good? Okay. No, don't say stay away. That's just where they're located. Widow Jane's is mixed Kings County, potentially expensive. Yeah, they're expensive. That's the main reason I haven't gotten into it. No, sir, that bottle is not. Yeah, yeah. It's. I wouldn't call it sexy. Corbin Cash. Yeah, I need to get some Corbin Cash along with my goal of getting into some other whiskeys outside of the United States that I have yet to get into. I really need to get into some Corbin Cash stuff, because Bad Axe has entirely sold me on that. That being said, in the vein of that kind of discovery or that search, I do have some milk and honey whiskey samples that I'm gonna get into here, probably next live stream. That or some I have like 3 different distillery samples to get into on like 3 separate live streams that I really actually have to get into. Mostly because I'm curious, but also because, well, they sent me some whiskey, so I'm at least going to try it on camera with y'all and share my opinions. I'll drink your whiskey. I'm not going to sell a good review for it, though. You know, it'd be like that. But so I think I'm going to do the milk and honey first, though, because I really want to try some Israeli whiskey. I think that would be fun. Yeah, the Mackenzie is a better product out of Finger Lakes. Okay. Corbin Cash, low proof rye bottle, is 1920s modern. Looks darn good, tastes better. Yeah, hanging. You still got to give me some samples of that stuff. What the heck, man? What the heck? You're holding out on me, man. You're holding out on me. All right. I said we're gonna run this live. Ooh, gotta stretch a little. Holy crap! I've been going to the gym a lot recently, so I am sore. So I don't know if I want to keep on dusting off bottles I haven't been super heavily into recently. So, what do you guys want to see me drink or try? Literally any bottle. Do not care right now. I will dust it off. Try it. Hopefully, not break whatever the heck I just kicked. Let me know in the comments down below. I probably should not have gotten up yet, but I already did. Brooklyn, yeah. Distilling company, and heard mixed things. Don't know much about it. See it only sporadically. Four Leaf, I'm a shit show. It is what it is. I'm sorry. I like it. I don't love it, but for the 80 bucks I bought it for, I did buy it on sale, that being said, but for the 80 bucks I bought it for, I'm cool with it. Gluteus maximus. No idea what that is, but yeah, today was leg day and it hit me hard because I went hard on Sunday too. I don't know. I'm trying to get in good shape for the wedding. Trying not look like a flabby body. Yeah, hanging. You got to come over for one of these live streams. I got another mic, and Alec hardly ever shows up. So, you could try literally anything. There's very few bottles I would say are off limits, and honestly, I don't even know if they would be off limits. It's just something especially when we're live streaming, things tend to get a little bit intoxicated. Is the Dutch way of saying Brooklyn. Oh, dumb. That also makes sense. Glutes, butt muscles. Okay, yeah. I'm more so focusing on the quads, because those are the ones I can see. But yeah, it all gets worked out in the end. Would love to see on it. Yeah, exactly. Hanging, you gotta freaking do it, man. All right, I'm picking a bottle because no one gave me any options. What do we want? Oh man, decision fatigue. Does anyone else get decision fatigue when you have so many? Oh, I'm just going to drink this Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Proof. What am I doing? I don't know, but does anyone else kind of feel like pick a rye? God. Okay, Sugar Kitty, I'll do it. Independent Joe, you have an outstanding invitation. Just let me know. You're more than welcome to. You can come on right now. I don't care. Pick a rye you like. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. My best man at my first wedding was basically a stand-up comedian with props, a balding Carrot Top. I vote Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Proof. Okay. Well, both? Okay, here. I'll try one rye and then one the Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Proof. Oh. Rye. Green, please. Oh, there we go. So rye, I haven't had in a hot minute. Green, please. Green, game. All right, we're in it. Okay. I mean, I'm following, so outside of the Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Proof, I'm following in the theme of tonight, which is a bottle I haven't tried in a minute. And I think it's because I don't want this bottle to go, so I kind of stopped about halfway because I really like this, and that is the Bourbon Junkies Canadian Rye Pick. They're 64.3 ABV Canadian rye. That's I don't even know how old, 14 years old. Really enjoy this Canadian rye. Bruno gets excited about the mention of any sort of attention to him. He's very easy to please. So yeah, I think the main reason I haven't gotten this bottle for a minute is because I just don't want to lose. I don't want to finish it. Yeah, it's Obtainium. It's an Obtainium Canadian rye whiskey. It's at 64.3 and it's 14 years old. Really, really good stuff. I have a 10-year-old Whistle Pig that I'm not the biggest fan of because I'm not the biggest fan of Canadian rye, but this stuff is phenomenal, at least from memory. Again, it's a dusty one right now. Obtainium is light whiskey, not rye. Sugar Kitty, this is 100% a Canadian rye here. I don't have Oh man, I'm gonna have to manual focus this SOB. Oh, come on. Canadian rye whiskey. There we go. Yeah, and this is the Bourbon Junkies King of the North pick. Yeah, I think Tanium they just source stuff. Yeah, sorry about the focus. We're gonna fix that right now. There we go. Killed it. Palliser Distillery and Alberta, i.e. Black Velvet. Is that where this stuff is from? Got a couple of those. I like it. I mean, I think they were super cheap too. You're not a fan of Canadian rye because you never had many good ones. That's also very true. I have the Whistle Pig 10, and I think the Whistle Pig 10 it's perfectly adequate. Not the best way to describe things, but I honestly do think it's just okay. Like, it's not great, but it's not bad either. It's just okay. This, on the other hand, is pretty awesome. Nose a little hot though. And it's very minty and dilly. Ooh. Oh man. It's like a tongue punch. Ooh. It has this like grassy note. This dilly note. Man, I like that. I like that. Man, I'm getting a little intoxicated, but that was kind of I knew this was going to happen because, well, we're, trying to mix 2 live streams in one. So we're kind of sending it on this one, brother. Just recently got some Z-Biotic stuff, so I actually was going to give that stuff a try tonight, but I'm holding off on that. Katie Turk, cheers. Nice to see ya. Katie. Cheers. Nice to see ya. Lot 40 Cash Strength Curb Stomps Whistle Pig. I need to try Lot 40 and I need to try Alberta Cash Strength. Those are like my 2 Canadian whiskeys that I'm like laser focused, diamond hands, whatever. I don't know what I'm going with. My dog is 100% destroying my blinds right now, and there is not a single thing I'm going to do about it, unfortunately. May the most you wish for be the least you get. Oh, well, that's why I had a hard time saying it. That was a confusing riddle of a statement. But thank you, David Bass. Congrats on the weddings. Cheers, man. I appreciate you guys. And seriously, I appreciate all the support. This is going to be maybe a sentimental talk I'm about to, let me get the focus squared away first. A wee bit blurry. There we go. So this might be a little sentimental to say, but like, I seriously do appreciate all the support from all of you 100%, like a lot. I really never expected this whole YouTube thing to amount to anything, and I never expected to get monetized, let alone like have some people to hang out with on live streams on Wednesdays and whatnot. And, I'm obviously still a little, I don't want to say new to this because I've been doing it for a few years now, but I'm a little still small time, I guess. So I never know exactly as far as it's going to go, but I still appreciate the support 100% all the way. Like, you all are freaking awesome. What is the proof? The proof on this is, why am I having a hard time? 64.3%. So the proof would be, you're going to make me do math. 128.6, I think. Whistlepig is potentially from more than one source. It's tough to compare sometimes without knowing which one. Yeah, that's fair. Katie Turk with the $20. Jeez Louise. Thank you so much. Cheers, Steven. Please give these entries to Hangin' AZ. Can never go wrong with Jack Daniel's single barrel. Yes, ma'am. I will do so. I will put Hangin' in for 4. Thank you for those. Hangin' 4. And then David, I have to add you in for 1. It's not Basie. Oh, it's Basie. Oh, is it? So it's David Bass, not Basie. Because I never put that together, but it's spelled. Oh my God! Here, bear with me. Okay, not sure that did anything to like deter him at all, but you know, he is who he is. But I've never put that together that your name is spelled either the same way or very similar to David or to Count Basie. So I guess yeah, I don't know why I'm saying this, but a local distillery to me gets their rye grains from Canada. I'm in Florida, so the aging process in barrels is pretty unique. Yeah, they have one of the best ryes I've tasted. Yeah, so the local distillery that I actually work with, we source all of our barley from our malted barley from Canada as of right now, but we're currently trying to get to a local source. It's just it takes time to do all that. Like we have one locked down. It's just we have to go through the old or the stuff we recently purchased and then use all that up, and then we can transfer over to the new sourcing. Um, but a lot of grains actually come from Canada. Sup, Tori Hobson. Tori Hobson. Cheers. Nice to see you. I don't know why I had a hard time saying your name. It's very simple, but you know, it'd be like that. Yep. And so what Joe just posted here, go subscribe to Drifting Drams. I was not tracking that YouTube channel, so you know, go subscribe to them. Katie, is that your YouTube channel? Again, I've been so unplugged from the actual community outside of the stuff I put in over the last few months, just because there's obviously a lot of stuff going on in my personal life. So I've been kind of out of the fray, but I did just subscribe. So, you know, excited to look into some content from them in the future. If that is you, Katie, it's bass with the silent E. Sorry, trust me, heard bass E forever. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Well, yeah, I never put it together. I've been saying David Bass this whole time and thinking I've been saying it wrong, but I've been saying it right. And then I just put together that Count Basie. Yes. Okay. Awesome. Yes. Well, go subscribe to Drifting Drams. Time freaking now. Get up. I don't care. Leave this live stream to go subscribe. Obviously, come back afterwards and then, you know, watch some of their content. Maybe, you know, after said live stream, but, you know, leave, go subscribe, and then come back. Freaking check them out. I haven't personally checked them out, but I know Katie is freaking awesome. So, you know, got to support everyone. And I'm gonna lose it on my dog here in a sec because he will not stop. Yeah, he definitely has taken on. Oh man, I'm gonna go. Okay, I will literally be back in like less than 30 seconds. Bear with me. Sorry, y'all. I live in a townhouse and there are cats that run amok around these parts, and this big old Great Pyrenees that doesn't, you know, for lack of better words, I guess, belong in a townhouse because he's such a big dog and he belongs on a farm. Likes to run around the townhouse hunting down and trying to chase cats, even though, he's stuck inside and they're outside. So it'd be like that. Oh man, I love this. So the thing I really like about this is it's a different kind of rye. There's something about Canadian ryes that are very bright, not quite vegetal, because when Pikesville, when I say vegetal, it's kind of like a sour vegetal, but they're brighter, they're greener, they're kind of like foresty, almost like earthy type ryes. And it has all of that, has a nice like sweet vanilla lemon on there too. I'm a really big fan of this whiskey. I wish all Canadian rye was like this, which, yeah, maybe you're 100% right, Peter. I'm going to 100% trust you on this. I just need to try some better Canadian rye. That's all on me, man. Okay, yeah. It'd be like that. In other words, cats taught my, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, because our cat doesn't do anything other than like sleep or just be like RBF'd all the time. So he just runs around. Like he's the only entertainment because the cat is just like either sleeping or he's like, "Why'd you wake me up? I didn't want to be waked up, but you woke me up. No, I don't want to cuddle. No, I don't even want to purr." It'd be like that though. Whew. Okay. So last whiskey of the night, and we're gonna wrap this up right now on my personal time. Which, oh, by the way, I guess not that it really affects anyone outside of me and Hangin, but if you're in the Arizona area, starting next week, I mean, obviously next week I'm not live streaming, but time zones are changing, so I will be live streaming at 5 p.m. Arizona time rather than 6 p.m. So just be aware if you're in Arizona. Any other time, it doesn't matter because I just kind of switch when I live stream based off of that. So I can kind of keep even keel with for everyone else, which is the majority of my viewership. You're all on the same timeline. But currently it is 1939, also known as 7:39 p.m. I'm going to wrap up the giveaway at 7:45. Currently, we have, let me see, David Bass, you had one entry. If I'm wrong, please let me know. But we have 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 entries currently. So you do still have a relatively decent, not like a great chance of winning, but we're wrapping it up soon. So if you want to enter, now is your chance. We'll be wrapping it up in the next 5 minutes. And again, we are giving away what I'm actually currently drinking. Not that I planned that at all, but 375, a full one, not this one, obviously, of Jack Daniel's single barrel proof around like the 130s, like low 130s, and a branded Glencairn with my channel logo on it for the giveaway. We'll be wrapping that up again in 5 minutes. And any $5 super chat gets you one entry as well. Cat's Eye also has 100% corn whiskey that's aged in rye barrels. I really wish I could just go to Cat's Eye and try all their stuff because I feel like anything with like this label on it, like the Cat's Eye type stuff or the other like NASA family stuff, I haven't disliked any of that stuff. They're all really good. Is John Rivers' daughter still in chat? Didn't realize you had celebs coming through. I have no idea who you're talking about, Joe. I'm also, again, I've kind of fallen out with, not fallen out, I think that's a horrible term, but I've been kind of removed from the community a little bit because I've just been super busy. on top of everything. Like I am so removed from everything else because I'd rather be kind of more in touch with the community. So even without being in touch with everyone, it's just everything else out in the world that's going on. I currently have no idea what's going on. Old Dragon Bones 15-year hazmat rise from Quebec. That was awesome as well. So I guess, yeah, that makes sense. Maybe I just really like ultra aged Canadian rye, but that stuff was even better than this. The majority of the viewers, well, Arizona and Hawaii are the only places in the US that, yeah, I would assume so, unless if all my viewers are in Arizona, which would be dope. We could just do this in real time. Hang in. Hey, hang in. I'll be going live 5 p.m. Not this upcoming Wednesday, but the next Wednesday. You're welcome. We'll try literally whatever. If you don't show up, I'll probably do a live stream about milk and honey. But the entire community at this point wants to see your face. I want to see your face. We've texted multiple times, and I've never even met you in person. Like, what the heck? You're here every single week. You got to come on. You got to come on. I'll just probably start throwing booze at you. Be like, here, dude, try this. Try this. Yeah, that's true. I totally could. I know what he works with Trev and whiskeychannel.com closely because they do a lot of their barrel picks through him, I believe. I could be off basis, but oh, that is so good. Man, I love Jack Daniel's single barrels. I kind of do wish that there was like a blended product that was like 115s because right now I'm super accumulated to alcohol. Like I've been drinking the last 3 bottles before this one I tried have all been higher proof. The Pinhook, the Septanium Rye, the American Single Malt from Breckenlin Distilled or whatever, all high proof. So right now I'm kind of in tune with the high proof stuff, but normally the only like takeaway that's like negative towards Jack Daniel's single barrel proofs is sometimes they're a little bit too hot for me. But this right now is hitting the perfect spot. It's a little nutty, banana-y, sweet, has a nice little bit of a almost like a tropical fruit, has a little bit of oak in there as well. You heard the man. Get down here. Yeah, we really need to have like an Arizona get together. Like since I work very closely with a local distillery here, we can also do some sort of like maybe private barrel pick for the get together or something. I don't know. There's a lot of things. We really have to set some time aside to like figure out some plans because I think that'd be a lot of fun. Lock, stock, smoke and barrel. 13, 16, 18, and 20-year-old rise from Alberta, as well as Hofstadler's 16-year family reserve. I've never seen any of those before. So no idea what those are, but I would love to try them. What a horrible thing to have booze. Yeah. Maybe not thrown at you, but it'd be like, he's for sure not leaving sober because it's going to be like, hey, bro, try this, try that, try that. You got to try this. Do it at the right time, and you could have not only hanging, but Independent Joe, Neophyte might even be drawn. Yeah. Bad Axe can come on too. Make it a whole ass thing. Hey, Bad Axe. Cheers. Nice to see you. You need to get Zaman as well. You know, he'd be on stream in a New York minute. I haven't tried Jack Daniel Barrel Select yet. Love barrel proof, but that high proof can F you quickly. Is the Select comparable in taste, or is it just a watery version of 90? So I would say just the normal select ones are probably around the same ones. I just gravitate towards these bad boys though. I like the gold ones, the barrel proofs, like the 130s. This one's 127.1. Man, I love this stuff. I gotta buy another one of these because I bought one the other day for the giveaway, and I feel like I should have bought two because, well, this one's now about to be empty, and I only have a 750 back there. And I just love this stuff. I wish Jack Daniels had like a shelf 110 proof Jack Daniels whiskey, like a slightly watered down, like like a batched 110, 115 proof, like a higher proof, but not like a I'm gonna kick your teeth in kind of proof. Yes, we need to do a get together. We need to get Clickbait Burnsy and I'm assuming, are already planning to come to Scottsdale when I hit 2K subs. If that takes too long, we'll just do it anyway. Yeah, Bad Axe. When that happens, we need to get together. Regardless, we could do a get together. We could do some content together. Obviously, I'm assuming you all probably have better, or because I know your chief or whatever is loaded and has like a lot of whiskey, so it's probably cooler to get together at his place. But we need to do a get together. You guys can come down to the distillery too. We can set some stuff up. It would be a huge fun get together. Man, I really want to do that now. I'm just like rolling ideas in my head already as we're talking. It's not just watered down. You lose the taste and flavor concert. Yeah, that's true. All right, guys. I know I said I was going to end the giveaway at 7:45. We'll just run the giveaway till 7:50. So again, giving away Jack Daniel's single barrel proof, little half bottle, $3.75, as well as one of the Glencairns. $5 gets you one entry into the giveaway. I'll be ending it in a few minutes or so. So let's drink this bottle and then we'll run the giveaway after that. This is just really good. It's nutty bananas, vanilla, has a little bit of almost a tropical fruit. Again, the only negative thing is it's a little bit too ethanol-y for me. It's a little bit too barrel proofy. It's a little bit too cranked up. I don't know. That could just be because I've gotten so used to drinking stuff at like, we'll call it like 110s, 115s, sub 120s. I hardly ever go over 120 nowadays. It's just not really a thing I like to do. Oh my God. The other day, I gave Alec a sample of a 140 proof whiskey and he almost died. It was the greatest thing I've ever seen. I really wish I got it on camera. Would have made a great short. Ooh, man, that is good. Okay, I'm gonna hop off really quickly. Let's do give away randomizer. Boom. Wheel of Names. Okay, and okay, let's see how I'm gonna do this. Oh, can I do this? Slides, extra camera, video file, screen share. Okay, I need to do some ITing stuff really quickly. I just have to, so right now I have two displays, but they're displaying as duplicates. I'm just gonna extend them so I can, oh no, this was a mistake. Is that camera? Bear with me. I'm going to have to go off camera again really quickly. Okay, sorry. Yeah, so for whatever the shit show of this whole thing is, there is a TV in front of me, and my desk is, we'll say, 90 degrees to my left from the orientation of directly ahead of me, which is the TV. And I need to screen share. So I need to somehow get that screen there. And how did I lose my StreamYard shit? There we go. Okay, bear with me again really quickly. I promise I'm going to get this squared away. Okay, next giveaway. I'm coming prepared. I'm going to set it up properly where everything already just kind of falls into place. Okay. Yeah, Peter, that's true. Yeah, put a couple drops in there. You're good to go. I'm in for the giveaway. Heck yeah. Cheers. I will get you added to the giveaway that I can't really see because it's on a different screen. Here, let's just see if I can use my Eagle Vision eyes to... Oh, there we go. Man, I'm so good. Not really. That was pretty rough. I'm pretty embarrassed, actually. Bad Axe. Bad Axe, if you win, I'm making you come down here to get it, though. I'm not emailing, or I'm not shipping it to you. I'm not hand delivering it to you. You're going to have to hand pick it up. You know what I mean? I'm at the end of the show. Yeah. We basically have been just drinking a bunch of whiskey that I haven't drank in a while. But it's nice to see you. I've been missing a lot of streams. Jack, I've been talking about the same stuff. I've been missing like everyone's streams, every evolution of everyone's channel and whatnot. I've been missing things recently. I mean, life is busy. It happens. No shame in it. I must say, this rare breed is really tasting amazing tonight. Have a Friday night palate on a Wednesday. Yes. Heck yeah. I poured a 2022 Barrel New Year, scored an Elijah Craig A123. Ooh, how's that A123? I've yet to get any of the 2023 releases. Has everyone hit the like? Yeah, hit the like. William, I am not a plumber. No, I actually currently work in the world of IT. I'm a help desk manager as well as I'm in the Army Reserves. That's why I have this little thing going and not a full-on stash, is because I have to shave once a month, and I had to shave a week ago. So this is like a week's worth of growth. I know it's pretty rough, but it'd be like that. If I wouldn't hold on to it. No, I will hand deliver it. I'm just joking. I've been dipping into my seagrass. Oh, I really like seagrass. Seagrass is good. Okay, I need to run said giveaway. So let me present. We'll do screen share. Don't show me this again. Window. Oh, I can share just one window? Okay, so y'all can see this. Oh, this was a mistake. This was a huge mistake, because now I have to work within Doug H. Man, I'm about to just rip my computer over here. I really like your channel. We don't agree on American single malts, but I enjoy your opinion on all the same. Yeah, well, it's okay. Not a lot of people have been enjoying my opinions recently. I made a video about why I think bourbons are better than Scotch, and a lot of people kind of. I mean, I did put the thumbnail saying his bourbon is better than Scotch, but like I'm just a dude on the internet making an opinion. Sometimes I say outlandish, off the wall shit to get views and whatnot and get people, talking about things. And, you know, you'd be like that. Okay. I'm going to have to here. I'm just going to bring the mic with me because I got to add some names to some things and do some. Oh, man. I apologize, guys. When I said this was going to be, or I didn't plan on this as being as much of a shit show as it really has turned out to. But that's what you guys are here for, even if Doug isn't here tonight. Yeah, this is, I guess, from an old thing. Although it's weird because I recently cleared the cache of my computer, so it should not be holding this information. But this was from a giveaway a long time ago. But the internet is mean, can't take negative. Oh, yeah, no. I know. I don't actually care. I'm just saying, like, I've been pissing people off recently. It'd be like that. Okay. I'll try to do this quickly. Maybe bringing the mic is too much. Not trying to break my whiskey now. I'm going to do this quickly. I'll be right back. Okay. Thank you, Sugar Kitty. Man, this is amateur hour if I've ever freaking seen it. I'm a hot mess. Okay. Thank you, Sugar Kitty. Next giveaway, I promise I'm gonna be more squared away. I'm probably not gonna mute myself because I'm not gonna need to. I'm gonna have my computer here, so it's squared away. Let me know if you're not seeing your name on that, or if you're not seeing the appropriate amount of entries for your name, or you can test anything. Also, let me know what spin you guys want to go on. I will do, the one spin or two spins or three spins. I know a lot of people don't always like to go on the one spin, so let me know. Okay. Let me get caught up on chats. It's okay to have an opinion. Oh, here. It's okay to have opinion. That's what we need. Creates discussions and people need to. Yeah, yeah. I know. That's why I don't really care, but it's just kind of been the theme of me upsetting people. If you're not pissing off someone, you're definitely not doing it right. Gotta love the opinion. Yeah. I'm kind of upset I can't grow a mustache like you. So I think my ex helps out a little bit though. Or axe. Okay. Yeah. Man. Just I don't know what I could do, but I love the idea of one of these days I need to go to California and I need to be on yours just so I can sit on there and be drunk and swing an axe at the table because part of me just loves the idea of hanging out, and being slightly intoxicated and just like property damage in a way and just hanging out with the community. It just sounds so fun. Um, but yeah, I need to do that. Idea for next episode, calculate how much whiskey you have and how long it will take to consume at a 2 ounce per day rate. I have a 2 year. Oof. I mean, that would. Yeah, that's a lot of math. I love the idea of it, but dear Lord, I don't have the time to even remotely do that kind of work and then actually film a video to talk about it. Yeah, I do apologize. I'm an idiot. Still muted. Are you guys hearing me now? Okay, yeah, that's where I'm at. And he's back. I'm back, baby. Okay. All right. So, going once, going twice. Let me know if your name is not on there, and we're just gonna spin it. And we'll say when my watch hits 20:05. You know what's miraculous? My camera has been on the verge of overheating this entire time and only overheated once, but like didn't like completely shut down because I just shut it off and turned it back on. So no idea what's going on, but God's with us today. I'm loving this. This is the most on brand live stream I've ever had for like the way my live streams go. This is the most on brand of like a total drunken shenanigans shit show. I'm having a good day, guys. This has been fun. It's gone horribly, not horrible, but it's gone wrong at every turn, and I loved it. But about that new Mandalorian episode, what did you guys think? I really actually enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. Just wait till I incorporate an axe throwing while that sounds fun. I'm all in. I'm full game for destroying things though. When I remodeled my house, I was so excited to do the destroying stuff, and then like afterwards I was like, okay, the rest of this whole remodeling thing's work and it sucks. It's dumb. Not gonna lie, it's fine smashing that axe hole. It's yeah, it's fun to just sometimes smash an axe hole. That's why I love the show. Yeah. I'm never gonna try to be someone else. All right, guys. think I just click right here. I'm working from a screen within a screen, so help me. All right. For all the marbles, the giveaway. Who is going to win? I should probably remove that. Bobby! Heck yeah. Dude, Bobby coming in at the end. At the end of the stream. Coming in, donating the $5 and coming out with all them goodies. Heck yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited. Now for sure you definitely have to come here now. Bobby! You got to come. You're going to come down and I can hand deliver you your package. And that's why, yeah, I try to be authentic, especially on the live streams. Like when I can edit things out, yeah, it becomes a little bit more of a production. Yeah, you got to make good on that get together. Now, I'm really excited about the idea of like a mass, at least maybe not like a community get together exactly, but maybe we'll call it. I mean, I also love the idea of a community get together that's just more variables, but even like just like we'll call it this side of the country content, whiskey content creators community get together. Like I love to do that, especially love to show you guys around Arizona, show you guys the distillery I work with, be fun. Try some things. I'm sure you guys have some crazy whiskeys I've never even had before because I don't have a lot of bougie whiskey, but make some content together. Sounds like a huge win. Man, now we need to do that. Like maybe not summer. What about like late summer? Like when it starts becoming like almost fall? What about like a fall get together? Hit me up. You guys all have my email's down below. So if you don't have my contact information in any which way, my email's down below. We got to make that happen. Got to make good. Yeah. Start small and just do a mini community. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's people in Arizona who for sure where was I going with that? For sure would be into getting together. I am still down. Yeah, heck yeah. Yeah, we got Hangin', we got Jack on, we got Bad Axe, we got freaking everyone. We have, I'm drawing blanks on everyone else who said they're in. I know Joe's in for sure. I feel like there has to be more people. Either which way, like we could get a serious sizable group. Do like a pretty crazy community get together. Congrats. Yeah. You have my contact information. So let me know what your address is because I've probably lost it already. I know we've already hand delivered some stuff to your location because I know I've sent some stuff and it got lost in the mail, but hopefully this doesn't. All right. Well, hit me up. We'll talk. Summer meetup here. Are you coming? Joe, hit me up with the information regarding that as well. Because I'm very interested. Yeah, if I can set some time aside, do like a California thing, that would be fun. Just like a little, because you're in the San Diego area, so that's only like a day trip. I mean, it's like probably like a 5 or 6 hour drive because I used to drive up to Riverside and that's a 5.5 hour drive. I would totally be into that. Summer meetup. Man, now I'm all thinking about like community get-togethers and meetups. Like I'm really into this, guys. We need to make this happen one way or the other. All right. I think I'm done with drinking whiskey for the day. I've been live streaming for 2 hours and 10 minutes right about now. And I'm not entirely done drinking. I don't know what was last in this, but we're gonna put some of the Old Forester 100 proof rye, and we're gonna give it a swirl job and see if it's any good. Not outside the bottle. This will be the final pour of the night. By the way, congrats, Bobby, on winning this, and yeah, we'll get together here in the future and get that to you. Oh man. So what's everyone's thoughts on Old Forester 100 proof rye? Because I think it is phenomenal in every which way. It's atypical of a rye. It's not down the main road of any which way rye, but this is awesome. It's peppery, malty bananas. Yeah, I think this is, I don't want to say the longest live stream I've ever done, but it's up there. I think this is for sure the longest one I've done solo, because I usually try to keep all my solo stuff to, oh man, computer issues. Okay, there we go. I keep solo stuff. Oh, well, that happened. It wasn't the camera. It was my computer. And what the heck? Yep. Well, I think that's a sign from the world that I should just call it quits for the night. But that being said, I've actually had a really, really good time tonight. It's been a lot of fun hanging out, talking, kind of dusting off some old whiskey. So I'm going to kind of leave this on a note of, I implore all of you out there, do some spring cleaning of your whiskey cabinet, because this was a little fun. So try to find, like, remember to hydrate. Yeah, got to use some of that Z-Biotic stuff. I just got that stuff in the mail because I think they're going to become a sponsor. Maybe my first real sponsor. I need to try their stuff out first. But I implore all of you guys out there, dust off some old bottles. Not some dust ease per se, but like dust off some bottles you haven't tried in a while, either because they kind of fell off for you and you like forgot about them, or maybe you don't remember why you didn't like them, or whatever the case may be. Try out some bottles you haven't had in probably like a year or so, or if however the longest timeline for you is, try out some of your oldest whiskey. Why haven't you had it in a while? Get into some of that stuff that's been sitting around. Stop hunting more bottles. Try out some of the stuff you already have. Yeah, do some spring cleaning for your whiskey shelf, cabinet, room, hutch. I think that's pretty much about it. What is a fart whiskey? No idea. Oh man, I already lost my mouse. Fart whiskey. Yeah. Dial up. Yeah, that's what it felt like. No, so my Google Chrome browser crashed on me. Why? Not a clue. but it entirely crashed. So I had to relaunch everything. And that is, yeah, the camera never overheated outside of that one time. So that was just life telling me that I need to call it a night. So again, that is a wrap for today's video. Check out some of the whiskey you haven't had in a while. Um, you know, stop buying new stuff for maybe this month and try some stuff that's kind of hidden in the back. Maybe kill off some of those bottles, dust off some whiskey that you don't understand why you stopped drinking. You know, check it out. Um, cheers, y'all. Again, next week I will not be on. I will likely not even put some sort of thumbnail saying I'm not on. Um, because I'm probably going to forget because I'm super busy next week. And that's why I'm not going on wedding stuff and all that jazz. But again, really support you or really appreciate all the support from all of you guys in every which way. It goes a long way and I appreciate it. Bobby, text me. We'll figure something out. And yeah, that's a wrap for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed this shit show of a video. We'll see you later. Have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.